This week, one country ordered 27,500 of NVIDIA's newest GPUs to build AI for robots. And the largest OpenAI model ever released just tripled the record. AI got heavy this week. Hey, I'm Byte. Every Saturday, I recap the 5 AI stories from the week that actually matter if you work in data, IT, or product. It's July 18th. 5 stories, let's go. Kimi K3, the first open model in the 3 trillion parameter class. The biggest release of the week, Moonshot AI shipped Kimi K3, the first open weight model in the 3 trillion parameter class. Per LLM stats, its multimodal sits around 2.8 to 3 trillion parameters and handles 1 million tokens of native vision context. Full weights are promised on July 27th. Why this matters? The ceiling for open models just moved dramatically. If you are evaluating self-hosted or fine-tuned options for data residency, cost, or control, the frontier you can own just got closer to the frontier you rent. The catch is compute. 3 trillion parameters is not something you run on a spare server. But distilled versions usually follow a release like this, and those are what most teams will actually deploy. Put the 27th on a calendar, that's when the weights land. Japan and NVIDIA announced the first national AI factory for physical AI. Japan is building the world's largest national AI infrastructure for physical AI. Announced in Tokyo, per NVIDIA, the project pairs Japan's government with Fujitsu, Funak, Yaskawa, NEC, and SoftBank to build a Vera Rubin AI factory running 27,500 Rubin GPUs, backed by a 387 billion yen government grant, roughly $2.4 billion. The targets robotics, digital twins, and multimodal foundation models. NVIDIA also unveiled Cosmos 3 Edge the very next day. The models built to run on devices, not just data centers. Why you should care? Sovereign AI just went from policy paper to purchase order, and the money is pointed at AI that touches the physical world. If you work anywhere near manufacturing, logistics, or field operations, this is the week embodied AI comes a national scale bet. Apple Intelligence cleared for China with Alibaba's Qwen underneath. Apple Intelligence is officially cleared for launch in China. The Cyberspace Administration of China approved Apple's registration with Alibaba's Qwen models doing the heavy lifting, and Baidu also involved per build fast with AI. No launch date yet. This closed a major gap in Apple's second largest market. And the architecture is the interesting part. Apple didn't ship its own models into China. It wrapped the domestic partners' models inside its own interface. Local model, global experience. If you build products that cross regulatory borders, that's a pattern worth stealing. It also says a lot about Qwen. Being the model Apple trusts on hundreds of millions of devices is quite the reference customer. Watch for the rollout date. And for data handling, fine print, which tends to arrive quite a record $500 billion half year for venture capital. The money. Global venture funding hits $510 billion in the first half of 2026, an all-time record. And 43% of it went just to AI labs. This week added the exclamation points. Fireworks AI raised $1.5 billion at $17.5 billion valuation, with NVIDIA participating, and July 15th alone saw over $1 billion deployed across 8 AI rounds. To be clear, that's market context, not investment advice. The professional takeaway: infrastructure keeps taking the biggest checks, which means inference providers are extremely well capitalized, and price competition on serving models should continue. If you locked in inference pricing 6 months ago, it may be worth recoating before renewal. For once, the margin pressure flows towards the buyers. The week's enterprise agents grew up. Story 5 is pattern, not press release. In 1 week, Meta rolled out its business agent platforms globally with connectors to Shopify and Zendesk. NVIDIA and ServiceNow launched Project Arc, a persistent desktop agent that learns how you work. And Google expanded Google and Gemini Enterprise for building and governing agent fleets. Even the security agencies of 5 countries jointly published guidance on adopting agentic AI safety. Per AI Agents News, this is the quarter agents stopped being demos. If your organization hasn't defined who approves an agent, what it can touch, how it's audited, that conversation is now overdue. And the new guidance is free, starting framework. The different news items that we saw this week just says one thing. The money that is being spent on AI, both the software part of it and the hardware part of it, is truly mind-boggling. Every week or every day, the numbers that we see are just jaw-dropping. It's something that's unimaginable, the amount of money that's being spent on AI, and the way things are going, we never know what's going to happen. Can agents become long-running? Can we have software that remembers you, improves weekly, acts on your behalf? Is it possible? A simple chatbot that started when we are introduced to AI a long time ago has come a long way. The governance around AI may be boring, but it is now viewed very crucial by all the companies, right, to get it right. The scale is humongous. Different players are trying their best to outdo each other, and every week is a new surprise. That's your week in AI. If this saved you a week of scrolling, subscribe Bytes here every Saturday. Want the daily version? The briefing lands in your inbox every morning. Link below. See you next Saturday. Bye.